A lot of crypto YouTubers and influencers seem to keep ignoring that Polkadot is no longer a security and they only focus on Bitcoin as the safer option. Why is that? One starts to wonder. The fact that it's been public knowledge for a while now, since November last year, that Polkadot has morphed into a software from being a security, there seems to be no appetite to share that information with the wider crypto space. That is just baffling to say the least. Yes, the SEC have not come out to say that publicly, but why not share that information? That information, if it's been shared by a handful of YouTubers, not a lot. Anyway, in this video, we're going to take you through how Polkadot took the steps to morph into a software and not a security, according to the SEC's own guidance, even though this is yet to come directly from the SEC themselves. SEC being an acronym for the Security Exchange Commission, which is part of the American financial system regulatory infrastructure. You know what? I'm not even sure that the SEC operates like that. I don't think they'll come out and say, yeah, today we're going to make a public announcement, we're going to make Polkadot a non-security, it's a software. They are not going to say that. But I'm sure there is a register that classifies projects. But then again, this is crypto. There is no register or formalization of anything. Hi guys, this is FD for Sage5.tv once more, back with another video. And today we are going to bring you an update that I think is going to be critical to Polkadot's path during 2023. So Polkadot, what is it? What does it do? Polkadot is an open source sharded multi-chain protocol that connects and secures a network of specialized blockchains, facilitating cross-chain transfers of any data or asset type, not just tokens, thereby allowing blockchains to be interoperable with each other. Polkadot was designed to provide a foundation for a decentralized internet of blockchains, also known as Web3. As a meta protocol, Polkadot is also capable of autonomously and forklessly updating its own code base via on-chain governance according to the will of its token holders, that is, those who hold the coin or token. Each chain built on Polkadot uses Parity Technologies' substrate modular framework, which allows developers to select components specific to their needs. Polkadot is a single-base platform which supports parallelized chains, or parachains, as they are commonly known, is called the relay chain, a base platform that in itself does not support functionality, and its sole purpose is to provide security to the network's parachains and contains Polkadot's consensus, finality, and voting logic. Anyway, here are the bolts and nuts to Polkadot's transition from security to non-security under the SEC's own guidance. Polkadot was initially built as a coordinating software or base layer for other blockchains to be built on top of. When Polkadot launched, it was thought of as a vertical agnostic and use case agnostic coordinating software. Rather than competing with other layer-1s such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, Polkadot was built as a secure and scalable internet of blockchains, connecting and communicating with others. It is also important to note that what makes a token or a coin a security is that when a blockchain project raises funds through the sale of its token or coin, that particular token or coin is most likely going to be a security. And by that definition, the Polkadot token was a security at launch. Okay? Polkadot's token was a security at launch. Because of the way the project was launched, they raised funds by selling the Polkadot coin. Okay? That is one good measure to establish when you're trying to assess whether a project or a project's coin is a security or not a security. But another fact that is always buried within the security or not a security debate is that the very same characteristics that make a token or a coin a security can be transitional, in the sense that once those characteristics have changed, the token or coin can shift from being a security to a non-security. Okay? There is a research paper actually written around this, so I'll leave a link down below. The guidance provided by the Security and Exchange Commission suggested that the coin could morph into a software, and for that to happen, Polkadot, the project, had to reach a true technological decentralization. Okay? True technological decentralization. This is not just a claim. Okay? It's got to be demonstrated. The Web3 Foundation and Polkadot's developers both work to deliver DOT, which is Polkadot's coin ticker symbol, in compliance with US federal securities laws. By setting up business processes and communication guidelines analogous to a public company to ensure Polkadot provides safety to token holders, the Web3 Foundation made sure that the SEC's full vision of token morphing was addressed. So again, a methodical approach to demonstrate that Polkadot has met the conditions set out in this SEC's guideline of morphing from security to a software. This is not something you just claim, you have to actually demonstrate. One of the key facets to token morphing in order to meet the SEC's guidelines on token morphing involves managing token distribution, which in Polkadot's case meant rejecting venture capital funding from VCs who were only interested for strictly investment purposes. So if your favorite crypto project has opened the wide to the VC community who are solely interested in that project for investment purposes, your crypto project could fall foul under the SEC's guidelines of what a security is and what it's not, and whether a project's coin was launched as a security and whether it could be morphed into a non-security. So those are certain things to keep in mind. So following 3 years of hard slogging and active engagement with the SEC, the Web3 Foundation is confident that they have done enough to morph DOT from a security to a software. So while there is not enough detail to actually demonstrate that Polkadot has achieved this, it's got to be said that the way they've outlined their case on how they've actually progressed Polkadot from being a security to being a software, it's actually remarkable, and I think it can be demonstrated. We await for that to be made formal, but the fact that Polkadot are confident they've ticked all the boxes that the SEC consider when you're trying to morph from being a security to a non-security, we've got to go by that. Now, not many projects will find it easy to do what Polkadot have done. Here, Polkadot, following the same ethos they use when they are developing their technology, Polkadot have used the same methodical approach, ticking all the boxes as they progress to make sure they can demonstrate beyond reasonable doubt that Polkadot is now a software. Mind you, these negotiations and discussions, they took place over a period that spanned 3 years, so you don't spend that kind of money and time on something that in the end you claim it has worked and it hasn't worked. I'm sure at every stage milestones were being achieved. Anyway, here are my closing remarks. The concept of a digital asset morphing from a security to a non-security is a thing, and it is real. Even the SEC's own staff seem to accept that. Certain projects that may have raised funds through the sale of their coins or tokens could still engage in a process to morph their coin or token into a non-security. It is just a tough process, granted, but very much possible. So, what's in store for the thousands and thousands of crypto projects out there that could be described as a mixed basket? The first group is those crypto projects which from day one ensure that their token distribution has no single players holding or controlling a lion's share. In that regard, you could also say Bitcoin started as a security. That would be controversial, I know, but think of it like this. Satoshi had to mint some Bitcoin. That's why he's got 1 million that are said to belong to him. So 1 million is still a significant amount. If you were present, would that make Bitcoin a security? Comment below and let us know your thoughts. Anyway, I digress. So first group is for those crypto projects that from day one ensure fair token distribution with no single players holding or controlling a lion's share of the project's token. Achieve full decentralization. This is technological decentralization, by the way. Protection of token holders through fit-for-purpose business processes. So they might be coded in software, but they still need to be analogous to business processes in order to protect the token holders. The second group consists of projects that are not going to find easy to achieve what has been achieved by those projects we put under the first group. So morphing could be a process most crypto projects willing to set out for compliance could follow for the second group, because they failed to launch as stated in group one. They are going to have to morph. So Polkadot belongs to this group. They did not do it from the onset, but they've done it by morphing into, so gradually moving away from being a security to being a software. The final group though, this could prove to be challenging. This group consists of some crypto projects that will not survive, and once regulations come in, they could be penalized out of existence or voluntarily shut down to avoid waste sanctions. Waste sanctions in this case could involve project leaders or project founders being sued and being fined huge amounts, send them bankrupt, or the token value just plummeting. I mean, it's still a rug pull, whether they do it voluntarily or they're shut down, it's still a rug pull to the community. So that is something to watch out for. Which one is it going to be for your favorite crypto project? For more on this in the coming weeks and months, please subscribe to our channel and follow for more regular updates. We are going to do a series on this to see which project may or may not qualify to morph from a security into non-security, or those that launched as fully decentralized at a technological level. Okay, so that's what we're going to try and share with you guys, to try and shed some light on what the classification of a project or its coin as a security will mean to your favorite crypto project. If you have any queries or you've got any ideas or you want to share your thoughts, let us know in the comment section. Whilst you're down there, guys, don't forget to click like and subscribe, as well as smash that notification bell. As for now, Polkadot for the win. If this becomes public knowledge and the SEC make even a slight indication that Polkadot is no longer a security, just imagine what will happen to the price of the Polkadot's coin, the DOT. Until next time, guys, this is FD for H5.tv signing out for now. Bye.